Good morning, everybody. The good news is it is Friday. Friday, March 6th. Good morning to you. Hope your day is off to a great start. There is some more good news in the forecast today. There is some increasing uncertainty about that first wave of storms this afternoon that we have been talking about. Uncertainty. Can't say more than that. So we're still going to stay weather aware on this Friday afternoon into the overnight. A little bit more confident that we will see some weather tonight. We've got lots of variables today, and we're going to go through that today. So do have reason to be concerned. Absolutely not reason to panic today, and plenty of time to assess the situation and be prepared to figure out where you need to be this evening. So as we start out this morning, here is a look at Belton area where showers and thunderstorms have been drifting through the region as predicted. This is a good thing, my friends, in terms of severe weather threats happening later on through today. So here is our current radar right now. Let me just go ahead and stop this and give you a quick little look around the area. Up and down I-49, there's just been some very small patchy thunderstorms moving through very quickly. One is near the radar site right now. 49 looking pretty much clear at this time, as is the 69 highway corridor. So we have some spotty thunderstorms going on over here in the Garnett area up towards Greeley. All of these are well below severe status this morning. You will get some wind gusts knocking through with these things as well. You guys can see they're almost acting linear organized there, although non-severe. So do expect some wind gusts if you are out and about for your Friday morning. And cloud cover persists. That is the hope, right? We want this actually to on this activity right now all that it wants to today and bring cloud cover with it. That will significantly limit severe weather this afternoon. So our sponsor for severe weather forecast today, meet Renee LaRosen, Homeland Realty in Adrian. 816-215-4746. Knowledgeable in land, commercial, farm property, whatever you are looking to get or have questions about, buy, sell, or you want to see a property, give Renee a call. You can find her on all of the socials, sponsoring 660 Weather and severe weather coverage today. So let's go ahead and take a look at our severe weather outlooks. Just going to go ahead and let you know. Move through these pretty quickly. Not a significant change. We are still in the 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for all of today into tonight. Tornado outlook is still here for our area. I'm going to talk about that. It is conditional. It doesn't cover the same time, both storms in the same way. We do have that threat, but there's some good news about this today as well. So severe wind, I'm a lot more confident in this. I think it's going to be windy all day, first of all, not severe wind this afternoon, but I think plenty of wind gusts. And then tonight, I am confident that a lot of us will see severe wind, even if a lot of us don't see anything else. Possibility for severe hail is out there as well. This persists all the way through tonight, but I think if I'm more confident that you're going to see some wind and some hail out of all of this system this evening. So, all right, let's go back and look at forecast data next. This is going to help us understand the time, and I will help you see what I think in terms of what may happen this afternoon. We'll leave all the factors in play, but I'm going to tell you what I think is most likely. So as we move through the morning, data says that these showers and thunderstorms that we have ongoing right now are just going to take this arc up towards Kansas City throughout the morning. So here we are, possibly as late as 11, noon, 1, 2. We want that to happen, and we want all this cloud cover to continue to develop all over west central Missouri with it this afternoon. So model data is starting to lean that way. So that makes me think that this round of storms that we have been talking about between 5 and 7 p.m., so here's about 6 to 7 p.m. tonight, may or may not happen at all. So data is just kind of hanging on to this possibility, you guys can see. So we may have some little pop-up small thunderstorms today. We absolutely could see some bigger, strong to severe thunderstorms, especially if the sun is able to break through this cloud cover. And I'm looking out the window at it right now. That may happen in places. So it may not be widespread. You know, what you guys get up here around the city may be completely different than what we see down south. So it's just all going to depend on that heating and how much instability is able to get together that this first wave encounters as it comes through. So it may be nothing. It really may be nothing. Maybe moderate showers, maybe some isolated strong to severe storms. So hate to leave it like that, but it is very variable. So if it happens, I think it's between 5 and 7. I am confident in that. Here's what I'm much more confident in developing later this evening. So here we are at about 11 p.m. I see a very strong cluster and some linear organization getting started all the way along the I-35 corridor. Emporia headed up towards Topeka, all the way up towards Bethany, arcing that way, right? So as this moves from west to east, I do see this hitting the Kansas City area sometime around midnight, possibly 1 a.m., with some organization to it as well. So what we have to watch out for here is storms that pop up out ahead of the front. And today's shear profiles actually are supporting that less and less. And that is a good thing, because if storms do get started out here ahead of the front, they can spin up, usually briefly, but they can. So looking like that's another piece of good news today, that's not really supported in wind shear profiles this morning. So it may still happen, but it's just looking less likely. So what we do see is a strong linear line moving through tonight between midnight and about 2 a.m. So this is what makes me say we will see those wind gusts possibly up to 60 or 70 miles per hour associated with this line. When does it get down here to west central Missouri? Between 1 and 2 a.m. if this all comes together as well. So this is a little bit conditional too. If some of those storms do fire earlier in the evening, that 6-7 p.m. wave down there, that could have a strong effect on this as well. So, and if there's just not as much overall instability to deal with from the heating this afternoon, then neither of these waves will be as strong. So, not to say that they will not be strong and possibly severe, but it will lessen that. And so that's what we're looking at. So that is your time frame on what I see happening possibly throughout the afternoon and the evening. Looking at a couple of severe weather profiles, because I know some of you like to see that. First thing we're going to look at is mixed layer CAPE. And so this is with my line this evening, more confident in that. I do see significant CAPE. So we're talking up around, northwards of 1,500 joules of available instability, possibly. So I am more confident. These are the factors that are maintaining my confidence in that later line. Here is shear always being, in this particular example, parallel to the front. So hopefully we do not see any of those spin ups out in front of the main line of storms. That would be a major plus. Also here, significant tornado parameter is dropping off from what it had been with that line moving through. So all of that to say that tornado stuff is really more concentrated around those possibly discrete cells that may pop up this afternoon. If they do pop up this afternoon, they do have the potential to start rotating. That potential is there. So if we see even a little bit of that, we're going to be paying attention this afternoon for cells that begin to rotate. But I'm thinking we may get by with less of that, at least less of that than what we had been talking about the last couple of days. So good news on those fronts, but we are still going to stay weather aware. Here's your 10-day forecast. And I want to go ahead and point out, you can see our cold fronts obviously causing severe weather. I want to go ahead and point out again, Tuesday is the next one. And we are under already at least another 15% probability of severe weather, according to the Storm Prediction Center. Haven't been putting that one out there. Just want to go ahead and get through tonight first. But we're looking at overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. You guys can see the cold front there, but that will also bring our next chances of severe weather. We'll start focusing on that one next. So, hey, everybody, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here this morning. We'll keep an eye on everything today. Of course, I will keep you posted as we go. Have a good one.